Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Game 5 between the New York Yankees and the Georgia Braves in the Casey Stengel League Championship Series of the World Baseball Association 2024 playoffs. This game to be played in SunTrust Park. The wind is blowing in from right field at 10 miles an hour, over 51,000 fans to hopefully see Georgia continue their season. They're down 3 games to 1, and New York with a stranglehold. They've sent Orel Hershiser to the mound. Tim Hudson will come in for Georgia. A couple plethora of lineup changes. You got Cal Daniels playing in right field, Willie Green playing at third, Ty Cobb moving in the third slot, and you got Marquise Grissom in the top of the batting order. We're going to get this game started. Not much changes there for New York. They've just been playing some very good baseball and are looking to just end this series. We now know that the Puerto Rico Vaqueros defeated the Cuba Sugar Kings in a Connie Mack League Championship Series, and they sweep that series. They're going to wind up playing the finals for the very first time in their history. So the winner will play Puerto Rico, but we'll worry less about the World Baseball Association final and take a look at game number 5. Wee Willie Keeler, Edgar Martinez, and Lou Gehrig to come up and hit. Keeler has had 21 base hits so far in the postseason, batting .375 with 6 RBI. There's a plethora of players in New York where you could easily say that they've been the best player of this series. Wee Willie Keeler's one. Lou Gehrig certainly can be one. Carl Yastrzemski definitely could be said for that. Joe Torre has hit the ball very well and hasn't fared poorly behind the plate. We'll worry less about the MVPs for now. We'll just get this game going. The Yankees could advance to the WBA Finals with a win today. Partly cloudy, 52 degrees, wind blowing in the right at 10 miles an hour. Tim Hudson went 10-11 this season with a 4.13 ERA, looking to play much better in the postseason than his last start. A ground ball to second. Robinson will throw to first, and I'll be out number 1. Edgar Martinez, batting just .222. Swung on and missed. Nice sinker. It's the one bread and butter pitch that Hudson has. If he uses it, get a lot of ground balls. The hitters, New York batters, are going to have a lot of difficulties. 3 homers, 11 RBIs, .426 batting average for Gehrig. 3-1. Just 24 homers and 79 RBIs this year. And he gets walked. A-Rod, 3 homers, 13 RBIs, .244 batting average. It was a 2-2. Line drive on a base hit to left. First and second for Yastrzemski, who has been absolutely dangerous. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. What a pitch. A nice sinker. That'll end the inning. And New York, despite the 2 runners on, don't score. It'll be up to Georgia. Take advantage and take the lead early. Here's a pitch to Hershiser. Also has a good sinker and can spot his fastball very well in and out of the outer corners. There's a drive and a base hit for Grissom. He is on with a single. The throw to second. They caught him in a rundown. They got him. Caught stealing is Grissom. The 1-2 to Robinson. Drives it high. It is deep, no doubt about it. And a home run for Jackie Robinson. And Jackie Robinson, with his first home run of the playoffs, has given Georgia a 1-0 lead. This is the kind of start they've been looking for. And the trend so far in the playoffs is a team that displays the most power usually winds up winning ball games, and they displayed it right there as a pitch to Cobb. The 0-2 Swung on and missed on a curve, strike three. Frank Thomas, with just one home run in this playoffs, is the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. A couple of strikeouts, but a run scores for Georgia. And New York coming up next here with Van Slyke, Torrey, and Collins. Pitch to Van Slyke. Ground ball to second. Robinson will throw to first to get the out. Torrey, 455 hitting, 20 hits, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Weak pop up to Thomas. There's a second out of the inning. Eddie Collins. It's been so-so this postseason. There's a drive to right center, but caught by Grissom. Ends the inning. And out to the bottom of the second. And Georgia up 1-0. Gibson, Daniels, and Drew. 3 homers, 7 RBIs for Gibson. The 1-1. Ground ball to first. Oh, he bobbled it. That'll be an error. Here's Cal Daniels. He blasts it. No doubt about it. 2-run homer. His first home run of the postseason. They have now taken a 3-0 lead. And Cal Daniels makes it 3-0. That is why they brought him into the lineup against the right-hander. So he can lower the boom, and he's done that. There's a ground ball to second. Collins will throw to first for the out. Willie Green to make his LCS debut. There's a 3-2. Drives it to left center. Caught by Yastrzemski for out number 2. Pitch to Hudson. There's a drive to right field. Nice play by Keeler, but they score another 2 runs. And Georgia has jumped out in front 3-0. Hershiser, Keeler, and Martinez. Swung on a miss, strike 3, nice sinker. Nice splitter there by Hudson for out number 1. A 1-0 to Keeler. Ground ball to short, nice play by Drew. And an even more impressive throw for out number 2. Edgar Martinez, the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball outside of the zone for strike 3. It ends the inning. Georgia coming up here. Top of the order with Grissom, Robinson, and Cobb. A 3-0 to Grissom. And a drive to center at the track at the wall. And he catches a nice catch up by Van Slyke. Jackie Robinson, a 2-2. He hit a home run to give the Georgia a lead. There's a drive to center. Van Slyke again for the second out of the inning. Ty Cobb, 0 for 1 this postseason so far. Ground ball to first and an unassisted play. And for the first time this game, Georgia goes down in order and doesn't score any runs. Top of the 4th now. And we'll see Gehrig, Rodriguez, and Yastrzemski. There's a 2-2. Drives it for extra bases. Into the left field corner, Gehrig, who drilled 2 triples last game, has himself a double. And he's starting to hit the ball with a lot of authority. A-Rod, a 1-0. Ground ball to third, holds the runner at second, fires to first, gets the out. Well played. They're going to walk Yastrzemski. And I'll face Joe Torre. Face Van Slyker's the 1-2. Ground ball to first, steps on a bag 1, and not in time at second, but you get the second out. Torrey second and third now. 2 outs. The 2-2 to Torrey. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him on a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Despite the 2 runners, second and third, nobody comes to score. And Georgia up 3-0 with Thomas, Gibson, and Daniels coming up. Here's the 1-2 to Thomas. Drive to center, caught by Van Slyke for out number 1. Gibson is 0 for 1. Here's the 3-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. On a change. There's a pitch to Daniels. Ground ball to short. Nice play by A-Rod. Throws a first to get him out. And a 1-2-3 fourth. To the top of the 5th, and New York down by 3. With Collins, Hershiser, and Keeler coming up. The 0-2 to Collins. Struck him out. Nice pitch by Hudson. The 0-1 to Hershiser. Drive to right center. This will be caught by Daniels for out number 2. Keeler 0 for 2 today. Here's a 1-1. Line drive on a base hit the other way. Just out of the reach of Stephen Drew's glove. Edgar Martinez is 0 for 2. Here's a 1-2. Drive to right center. Grissom under it, though, as he hustles over to make the catch. And another inning where New York doesn't score any runs. 3-0 Braves, bottom of the 5th. Drew, Green, and Hudson. Drew with a weak pop-up. Under it. Collins to make the out. Green is 0 for 1. The 2-2. Line drive on a base hit to right. Hudson trying to bunt him over. Here's the bunt. Gets the bunt down. Well done. Moves around to second. There is 2 down, though. Here comes Grissom, was 1 for 2 today. 3-1. Drives it on a base hit. First and third. For Jackie Robinson. A 1-1. On the middle, base hit. First and second. 4-0 lead here. And Robinson with a second run-producing hit. A 4-0 lead. In comes Ty Cobb. They got him on a double steal. Nice throw by Torrey to get Robinson. That ends the inning. They scored on the run. Trying to be aggressive, but I think it's probably not a wise move there. Hudson has pitched 5 innings, has struck out 6, 3 hits, and 2 walks. The 1-2 to Gehrig. Ground ball to second. Nice play by Robinson. Throws to first, picks up the out. A-Rod, 1 for 2 today. There's a 3-2 pitch, and he walks him. The 1-2 to Yaz. Ground ball to second. Will not make a play, and it'll be an infield hit for Yaz. First and second, 1 down. 0 for 2's Van Slyke. Here's a 2-0. Weak pop-up. And a shortstop, Stephen Drew, to make the catch for out number 2. The 3-0 to Torrey, and he walks him. Bases are now loaded for Eddie Collins. And a bullpen starting to get ready. So 2-2 to Collins. And a wild pitch and a run will score. And A-Rod scores. to make it 4-1. I'm going to walk Collins, and they're going to bring in Babe Herman. Is it to the mound? And Chris Hammond in place of Babe Herman. That'll be it for Tim Hudson, who pitches 5 2/3 innings. See what he could do against a lefty with a base loaded. It was a 1-2. Pitch. Struck him out. What a nice pitch there. And he got him. Babe Herman strikes out. Person who makes a lot of contact most of the time. Gets the job done. And in comes Frank DiPino for New York. Cobb, Thomas, and Gibson. 7-0 for DiPino this year out of bullpen, despite the 4.19 ERA. Is a drive and a hit the left. Playable by Yastrzemski for out number 1. Frank Thomas 0 for 2. Today is a 3-2, and he walks him. Gibson. No, and a pickoff throw at first. A 1-1. Drive to center. There's a base hit. First and second. One down. Nice hit there by Gibson. Out goes Daniels. And in comes Moise Alou. The 3-2. Drives it into the corner. And Alou with a pinch hit double to drive in 2 runs. Alou with a pinch hit. 2-run double. And it's now 6-1 for Georgia. Stephen Drew 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1 here. Drives it to center high. It is deep at the track. It's gone. Stephen Drew with his first home run of the postseason. And they're just running away with this game. 8-1 Georgia. And in comes Steve Carsey. They're going to face Green, then Hammond. The 0-2 to Green, who was singled and struck him out looking. And Hammond will come in here, the 1-1. Now ball the first. Nice play by Garrett, but not before they score 4 runs to take an 8-1 lead. Here's Keeler, Martinez, and Gehrig. Chris Hammond still pitching after getting Babe Herman to strike out. The 0-1 drives it. That'll be extra bases for New York. Keeler winds up at second base with a double. Martinez, a 2-2. Line drive and a base hit into the. That'll be extra bases. Back-to-back doubles. RBI double to make it 8-2. Lou Gehrig. Weak pop-up to third base. Nice play by Willie Green. There's a first out. They needed that. 1-for-2 is A-Rod today. It was a 2-1. Drives it for extra bases. Another run's going to come in and score. Make it 8-3. And the bullpen having a little bit of trouble trying to keep New York off the scoreboard here. Is Yastrzemski with the 3-2. He walks. Oh, struck him out. Ooh, we didn't like that call at all. Not pleased. There's the 0-1 pitch to Van Slyke. Line driving a base at the right field. Alou with the throw will not be in time. And an RBI single for Van Slyke. It is now 8-4. Joe Torre, a 1-1. Drives it right at Grissom towards right center. That'll end the inning. They score 3 runs. They have now made an 8-4 game. Grissom, Robinson, and Cobb. Grissom, ground ball to second. Collins will throw to Garrett for the first out. Robinson, 2-for-3 with a home run, 2 RBIs today. There's the 1-2. Ground ball to third. Martinez throws it to first for the second out. Ty Cobb 0-for-3 today. Steve Carsey has pitched rather well so far. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Gehrig to the pitcher to end the inning. And nothing of consequence as they keep them off the board here. Collins, then Carsey. The 2-1. Drives it the other way on a base hit. Here comes Hank Greenberg. The 1-1. Drives it up the middle. There's a base hit. Runner goes to third. The throw will not be in time. First and third. And nobody out. And New York really threatening here. In comes Rick Camp. But Will Smith will come in the bullpen and start getting ready. Keeler, Martinez, and Gehrig got a runner first and third here, looking just to get the first out. 2 hits for Keeler today. Here's the 0-1. The pitch by Camp. Drives it to center. It is caught. The throw by Grissom. There will be no throw. Keeler with a sac fly RBI. Collins scores. And it's an 8-5 game. The pitch to Edgar Martinez, the 3-2. Drives it over the left fielder's head. That's going to be for extra bases. And a run will score as Edgar Martinez with another RBI double. That's a second of the game and a second of the last 2 innings. It is now 8-6. Lou Gehrig, the 2-2. Ground ball to second. Runner goes to third. A 4-3 put out number 2 here. And in comes A-Rod. The 3-0 to Rodriguez. And he walks him. Georgia will bring in Matt Capps now to come in a bullpen. In relief, to face Yastrzemski, the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Right to Robinson will throw to first to get the out, but they score another 2 runs. They've scored 6 runs over the last 3 innings. It's now 8-6. And Georgia playing with fire here. Tom's 0 for 2 with a walk. Jim Johnson coming out of the bullpen. He's pitched us 3 2/3 innings this postseason. Drives it to right. No, it's going to be right off the lip of the infield for Collins to make the first out. Gibson is 1 of 3. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Drives it to center. There's a base hit. In comes Sean Figgins to come in for Gibson as a pinch runner. There's a pitch to Alou. Drives it to right field. This is playable, and it's out number 2. In comes Stephen Drew. Drives it for extra bases. He's going to wind up at second. The question, will Figgins score? And he doesn't. And a double for Drew. 2 outs now for Willie Green is 1 of 3. A 2-1. Weak pop-up. And a nice catcher by A-Rod to end the inning. They don't score. And now to the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the ninth, excuse me. So Buster Posey coming in for defensive purposes. He'll come on and be the catcher. And now they're going to bring in John Broxton. And Todd Jones warming up in the bullpen. The 1-2. To Van Slyke. Drives it high. It is deep. No doubt about it. It is gone. 8-7. Solo home run. His 3rd of the postseason. 8-7. Ken Singleton to come on in. There's a 3-1. He walks him. The pitch to Collins. A wild pitch to move Singleton to second. A 3-0 to Collins, and he walk him. In comes Biggio. And they're not going to waste any time. They're going to bring in Will Smith right now. The 0-2. Can he get him here? Can he get Biggio? Swung on a miss and struck him out. Nice fastball for strike 3. Keeler 2 for 4 with an RBI today. Drives it to center. Base hit. A run will score. No, they got him. They got him. What a throw by Grissom. What a tremendous throw by Grissom to get Singleton at home and to prevent the tying run from scoring. Here comes Edgar Martinez, a 2-2. Down to the last out. And he hit him. Bases loaded for Lou Gehrig. 1 for 4 today. Can he get the final out? Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Throw to first. That'll end the inning and end the ball game as Georgia wins it the skin of their collective teeth. They win 8-7, and the series is now 3-2 as they're going to head back to the Bronx. For game number 6. For New York, 7 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Georgia had 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Time of the game, 3 hours, 51 minutes. The winning pitcher is Tim Hudson. He goes to 2-1 this postseason. Orel Hershiser is tagged with his first loss this postseason. It goes to 1-1. Will Smith collects his 5th save of the postseason. There were 3 holds on hand here. There were no blown saves of note. Chris Hammond with his first hold. Rick Camp with his second hold. Matt Capps with his first hold of the postseason. They have now done the job here by winning a game at home and forcing a game back to New York. As they look to force, were able to manage to force a game 6. But winning in Yankee Stadium is a lot easier said than done. But we're going to find out and see if Georgia has the cast iron manifolds to go out there, compete, and win. Because they're going to have to do that. I mean, they have 2 games in New York. And it'll be up to them to see if they can pull it off. They got good hitting here. They hit Hershiser pretty well. DePino was hit for 4 runs. Yes, Steve Carson and Johnson pitched well in relief, but the damage was already done. Chris Hammond gave up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, and 2 strikeouts. Despite the hold, he did not pitch very well. Broxton gave up a run, a home run, a hit, 2 walks, gave up a run, and Will Smith to come in and pick up save number 5. But a big win for Georgia. They needed that in the most biggest of ways. As they hold on to win at 8-7, they're now down 3-2. They got to go back to the Bronx for game number 6. And Kenny Rogers is scheduled to start against Sandy Koufax, and that, my friends, is not an easy matchup at all. Not by a long shot. We'll see what'll happen. I mean, anything could happen in a type of series like that. New York is a very tough place to play, but if you don't keep the game close, good things are going to happen. And right now, Georgia was able to hit the ball reasonably well. Some good decisions there made by the manager Haywood Sullivan in bringing in Cal Daniels. Willie Green came in, got himself a hit, fared well defensively. They put Grissom up in the top of the order. Jackie Robinson responded batting second. Ty Cobb not as much batting third, or Frank Thomas, but they got good production from Cal Daniels with a big 2-run home run. And when they needed it, Moise Alou came in and hit a RBI double of his own, a 2-run double. And they prolonged this series and are going into a sixth game. Well, on behalf of yours truly, I'd like everybody to thank everybody for listening and watching this game. Please follow us on our World Baseball Association channel on YouTube. Please subscribe, like the games that I've posted, especially this one here. Close 8-7 ball game with 24 hits. And leave a comment. If you like what you hear, you like what you see, great. If you think it's not up to snuff, any kind of feedback is always greatly appreciated. No question about it. So on behalf of yours truly, I'd like to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. And as always, as we get nearer and nearer to the World Baseball Association final, keep smiling, everybody. And have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.